It was January 1st, 2020. Mike chose to spend New Year's Eve with his friends. So we saw him on New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day, we came home. I made his favorite meal, and then I got the phone call that, Mike is in cardiac arrest and, come quickly to the hospital. I mean, one minute he's playing basketball, next minute he's just laying there, and they're like, well, what's wrong with him?
The main goal was to go to the NBA, but I'm not saying I would have went to the NBA. Overseas was the next option. I would like to imagine that I would still be playing basketball on some level.
You never want to receive that phone call, that, your son is in, essentially he's dying. When he got to the hospital, they did a series of tests, and they diagnosed him with anomalous coronary artery. He has a congenital heart defect that we didn't know he had. He had open heart surgery. They didn't know how long he was, had been down from his cardiac arrest, and wasn't sure what his mental status was going to be like, when he woke up. He was blind. He couldn't breathe on his own. He had a trach. He couldn't eat. He had a peg tube. He couldn't walk. We were determined to make the best of whatever Mike's life was going to be. I remember the first time when the site came back. Remember at the kitchen table? And it was like 6 months after his cardiac arrest. We were at home, and he was looking out the window. I was feeding him breakfast, and he was like, "Is that a bird?" I was like, "You can see?" I was like, "You can see that bird?" He was like, "How many fingers?" Remember? We were all excited, and then his vision has like steadily progressed. He can read now, he can write, he can remember what he's like reading and typing, and that's just huge. And that's just like over the past couple months. We wanted to participate in the heart walk. He was in a wheelchair at the time, so we pushed him, and his goal was just to walk across the finish line. He did that. He was very proud of himself. He worked really hard to get to that point, and all his therapists knew this was our goal. And they worked really hard to get him on his feet and trying to walk as coordinated as possible and as safely as possible. When he crossed, remember everybody was cheering for you?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't even know a lot of the people there.
Yeah, because I walk kind of slow, so everybody was already at the finish line. Mm-hmm. So I got a whole bunch of cheers.
I'm grateful for the point we're at now, but it's been a long 4.5 years, to get Mike to this point.
The hardest part was understanding why God saved my life for me to be in this position I'm in. Like, at first I was thinking, if I'm gonna be worse off, then I might as well be dead. I'm getting better. I changed my mind, definitely.
As Mike was recovering, and he wanted to do more than just think about himself.
Our In God's Hands Foundation to bring awareness to sudden cardiac arrest.
So we go to schools and we talk to young people about what sudden cardiac arrest looks like. If we could help support the American Heart Association to help their cause to help prevent cardiovascular disease and disability, this is what our passion is and what we enjoy doing.
If I came this far 4 years, what can I do in 15 years? That's my motivation now.